Well, aloha, all you going to Hawaii gangsters, wherever you may be watching around the world today. That's right, we're going early. Just because I wanted to do the sunset over at Magic Island, I was going to surprise you by just going live right there, but I think the walk over is just as rewarding as the destination itself. Plus, we'll be able to see the cool trash in the alawai on the way over. At least the trash that's been collected. So let's go this way. That's Dean and DeLuca. We just came off of Kuhio. Let me get this all nice and squared up for you guys. Little dog. Ritz-Carlton residence on the left. Marriott Vacation Club. Perhaps the worst, ugliest new hotel design ever. That is Kuhio, right there, that street, and this street is Kalakaua. We are going to walk Kalakaua, Ala Moana Beach, Ala Moana Beach Park, reverse that, and then Magic Island. How's everyone doing? Aloha, Valerie. The tree is still down over there. Right there. We're going to take the route, the closest route, as opposed to the most picturesque route. Actually, this is both. This is the most direct and the most picturesque route. Looks like it's crooked a little bit, doesn't it? Hang on. Let me get that straightened out before we get too far into it. Is that visual square with you guys? Or is it crooked? Look, Valentini, pickleball. Let's ruffle some feathers. There, that's square. That's perfect. You know what I always talk about? You never see them mow or trim or care for these lawns, but man, they mowed it today. It sure smells like it, but man, is it beautiful. That's Halikoa. Often this is mistaken for Fort DeRussy, mostly by me. Fort DeRussy is really over there. Looks good to you? I think it adjusted. I think it adjusts the rotation before it gets to you guys. Aloha, Valerie, and Valerie again, and Dan, good to see you. Dagmar Klaus, that cannot be a real name, but I will call you that. Lisa Vang, Teresa Yakshin. I love some of these names you guys have. Beautiful. So this is the park between Du'Kahanamoku Beach, which is right over there, and this is Kalakaua Avenue, right through there. Aloha, Janet. We're going to do what we can to get over to Magic Island before the sunset, and if we can't, we'll make do. We'll go somewhere else close by. But I want to at least look at the trash that was caught up there by the alawai net, that trash catcher device. Because apparently they've had a backhoe over there digging out some trash already. Aloha, Gary. Aloha from Montreal. I like doing these later in the day streams often because we get so many different people from different, you know, from Montreal, from UK, maybe a little bit later for UK. It's a beautiful park area. But it looks like it does need a mowing, but it doesn't ever really look like it needs a mowing. You almost never see them do the mowing itself. On these parks, I certainly don't. That's the monthly parking facility that we're always talking about. Aloha, Carla, Diane, Santa, Christine, Kathy Martinez, how are you? You saw that mess we drove into Waikiki. Good to see you today, Kathy. We're even, Stephen. Kathy paid her debt today. Aloha, Chris and Douglas. Mara, number 5. Congratulations again to you. Dang, we may not get to Magic Island by the time the sun is setting, so we're going to have to make a decision here before too long. That's the Halikoa, or the Ann without an E, and the Valentini Hotel, military hotel. This parking garage here is, I think, the best deal for parking if you're going to be here for more than 10 days. 10 days or more. The rates are far better here than they'll ever be at your hotel. But if you like the valet, parking at your hotel, ease of service, then that's valid. This is the walkway that goes right to Duke Hanamoku Beach. And that's the beach we usually walk along. That walkway we walk along before we get to Mai Tais. No, it's not Mai Tais. Is it Mai Tais? No. Yeah. Tropics. The restaurant over there. Greetings from Germany. See what I mean? We're getting people from Vietnam, Germany. Aloha, Shane. How are you doing, my friend? Kathy, good to see you again. Lourdes. Where are some of you guys watching from? That'll give us a good idea of where you're from. Waikiki Wendy Silva sent me a video of a mama duck up here, a white one, that has a bunch of different colored baby ducks, or different colors than her. Virginia, Warble, hello Warble. This is the entrance to the world famous Hilton Hawaiian Village Resort. Sir, you can't cross there. Oh, really can't. Now we can. Let's see if we can see those babies. Arkansas. It looked like the mom and the babies were up here. Let's see. Let's check them out. But there's a, oh, you know, it may be right here because look at that. That's the white duck. Let's see if she has babies over here. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look how many babies she has, and there's some that are stuck on the rock right here. That's the best. Oh no, those are, no, it is a baby. Look at that, she's just watching over them. Look at that, she has a ton of them. Oh, I'm sorry, fellas. I just walked right up on your... I got right up in your kitchen, didn't I? Sorry about that. But look at how many there are. So, that's the mama, and those are the babies. How'd that happen? Someone's got some explaining to do. Yeah, those baby ducks are adorable. Boy, she had a bunch of them too, didn't she? Good on her. So this is the backside of the Hilton Hawaiian Village sign, the sculpture sign, the main sign that everybody sees when they come into Waikiki. This is this is Ala Moana Boulevard that goes into Kalakaua up there, and you turn into Waikiki. Many of you have made that drive already before, a bunch of times. We're coming up on a number of well-known, infamous, and famous places. Kobe Japanese Steakhouse hasn't been in business maybe 15 years, but everybody knows it. Goofy's is right up here. It's a partner. It's a partner restaurant to Aloha Steakhouse, Aloha Amigo, not Aloha Melt, but all the other, like Butcher Bar. And there it is right there, Goofy's. Right there. That's the Ramada. If you've ever wondered where the Ramada is because you never do see the sign, that's a sign. That's the Ramada. We're coming up here on the left-hand side is the Ilikai. Famous for being famous on Hawaii CSI, Hawaii 5-0, Hawaii Magnum PI, Hawaii whatever. They really showcase that property. It's really nice. Really nice that they do that. And right straight through here is where the Hilton Hawaiian Lagoon is. And the marina. Beautiful Ilikai. Oh, the weather's great now. Wait till tomorrow. Let's fast forward 24 hours. It's supposed to be rainy. We will see. Discovery Bay, those two towers, long-term rentals, 30 days or more. Ilikai is a hotel, vacation rentals, long-term, short-term. Ingrid from Norway. See, we I've actually stopped doing or kept myself from doing streams later in the day because I don't want to leave out people who are like in North America, Canada, what have you. But there's so many people in Europe who watch our stream. So when we do a live stream and then the next day we have 25,000 views, that's where they're coming from. People from the UK and all over Europe who rewatch them and they don't see them live. So maybe we need to do some more lives later on in the day. That lady was live streaming going to Hawaii. If she'd have stopped there on the left-hand side to record me going by like that. I could hear myself talking from 8 seconds ago on her audio when I walked by. Michael DiMarzio says, Bugga. We have a cyclone developing. by his place. There's the ever popular Red Lobster. Ronda Beach, you're going to hate hearing some updates from some people, but I'm not going to be the one to tell you. This is the pizza place that Waikiki, Wendy Silva, Dan, and Kelly went to. Watching from Australia, Andrea, excited to be there in June. Yeah, it's going to be, this is either going to be a really kind of a cloudy, kind of a smudgy, you know, kind of a, where the clouds are like in front of the sun a lot, or it's going to be pretty spectacular. It's worth rolling the dice, I think. Dagmar says, Hawaii, I miss you. She misses you too. Aloha, Aussie Nightmare. Oh, you already told Ronda Beach. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys have seen a number of the videos that were showing all the trash that was caught by this slip that we've seen. I pointed out a number of times they had a little bit of trash in it, but this thing caught a ton of trash this last few days. And that backhoe has been, well, you can see, it doesn't look like they've missed or moved any of it, but you can see that pile of trash. That's what they've excavated. Let's see how much is left over in the trap there. Yeah, we'll get over there in time. Look at all that brush. And what's amazing is this brush is the main component, in addition to mattresses and coolers and ice chests and bowling ball bags and just other consumer related products. But the amount of timber that is included in that brush or in that trash is quite amazing. Check it out. All of that was caught by that. See a little bit of trash in there? That's usually what we see on a daily basis, right? But this is what was in there that came from there about 4 days ago. I wouldn't say forced. I would say probably encouraged. How's that for a beautiful view, huh? John Taylor says, airport is chaotic. Be aware TSA employees are forced to work without pay. Hello, Megan. Yeah, they do a great job. I wish they did the same type of a treatment for the marina that's right there by Harbor Pub and what's that place? It's the steakhouse. Why can't I think of the name of it? You know what I mean. That marina back behind Elikai. I wish they would do something about that. There's the sunset right there. We shall see. It looks like the smudginess or the smudgy clouds are dissipated. I've been wanting to get over here to go see Oni. You guys remember Oni? Oni? A beautiful lady who I imagine she has not been able to come over. Maybe today she's been able to come over, but I imagine she has not been able to come over to Magic Island because of the weather. Because she walks it, and I can't imagine her walking it and pulling her little cart over here. I definitely want to come over here and see her, bring her some a nice fruit plate or something. Yeah, we're halfway there now, man. Or we're 2/3 the way to Magic Island now, man. Yeah, let's go on this side. It's more better. Well, they have really cleaned up. I don't know. I have to believe that one of the people responsible for, maybe solely or in part responsible for the cleanup of the homeless on Oahu, is that new guy that they hired. I just think if that's him or whoever's in charge, they've done a bang-up job. And I think what they've done is they've not just displaced them. I think they placed them in other places, tiny homes or shelters or something like that, because you don't see any pushback. Because used to, I mean, there's still a couple people. There's a homeless tent there. There's a tent over here. But this whole area right here used to be just lined up. It looked like an Australian Fifth Avenue, if you know what I mean. And over there, like Waimanalo Bay, Waimanalo Beach, all that area over there has just been completely and totally cleaned up. And I think, if I heard right, I think they hired some of the people who used to live there to help clean it up. They gave them some money and helped them get some housing in other areas. Far away, yeah. Kapilani Hospital is, yeah, long ways away. Let's go over here and see if that pesky barracuda, because I know the one day that I don't check for that barracuda is the day he's going to be going, deuces, fool. I was here, you weren't. Look at all this. There's some people that come here on their own and really clean up this trash here a lot. But you can see all the timber. There's so much of it. Oh man, look how bad that water is. Oh my goodness. Well, that's Mother Nature, man. That's just, Mother Nature saying, hey, this is obviously the suitcases and pillows and mattresses and recliners is not Mother Nature, but all this timber is. That's just how it is. I'm sure if there weren't as many people throwing their trash over their fences or the homeless in the embankments there on back behind the Alawai, because there's none on the Ilikai. I'm sorry, the Alawai. All that material makes it loosen up and get washed onto the water and blown out to float out to the marinas we just saw. Look at that.
They said, okay, we're going to put this here and this and everything. But I guess the way to the walks and the fresh house.
Look, see this right here? This is a snapshot of exactly what the Alawai look like. So if you look at this trash, this sampling, this is exactly what you see. Bottles, cans, pops, a safe, chairs, tennis shoes, but a lot of timber in here too. But this is what you see. Started from, Yeah, sorry. So it's actually just now 6 o'clock, a little after. This is when the stream was supposed to start. This is where I would have just started, but I wanted you guys to see the walk over. So this is actually starting the sunset stream that was scheduled. Started walking from Ritz-Carlton, right? Ritz-Carlton Residences, right there by Dean and DeLuca. I always like walking over this way. So we're gonna walk this way and then make a loop around. So this is where you'll see, you know, some families coming out. And almost every day of the week. Obviously weekends are a little bit more populous, but even Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, people come after their work, set up a tent, have a meal with their family, cook outdoors. I just love that the locals are that, you know, that connected with, you know, cooking outside and having a great time with their family. Wow, look at that cargo ship. Oh my goodness. That is seriously one of the biggest cargo ships I've ever seen. Oh my goodness, can you see that? I'll push in a little bit. Look at how big that sucker is. Gee, Merry Christmas. So this is Ala Moana Beach Park. That's Ala Moana Park. That's Ala Moana Mall. That's Ala Moana Boulevard going over there. This is the beach park. And the beach is right there. Look at the size of that that cargo ship. My goodness. My goodness, that is quite large. And you see the tugboat behind it, or I'm sorry, in front of it, pulling it in. Probably under power. Look at that. Gee. That's something else. Yeah, I'll zoom in just a second. Let me get past this, all these obstructions. Good Lord. I mean, look at the size of that tugboat compared to that. Here we go. Let me kind of square us up a little bit. Look at that. Wow. And that is a big tugboat pulling it in. That is a massive, massive ship. And it's just now going past, let me show you here. It's just going past Kaka'ako Waterfront. See the point of it? That's Kaka'ako Waterfront Park. It's going right in front of. That is a bunch of masts being moved there, ladies and gentlemen. Man alive, that's so cool. Hang on, I need to do something here real quick. These little kids have voices like cartoons. The George 3, is that right, Shane? Came from Long Beach. How's this? There's too much. No gym today, man? They love that. Let you guys look at that while I'm walking along here. Isn't that beautiful? And it's just here. This that you're looking at, just here. Look at those rays in the sun, or the rays pushing through the clouds. Turned out to be a pretty good sunset, huh? Let's get over here by the waves, and we'll go by the rocks and maybe get out there, walk out there a little bit, get close to some tragedy. Keep your interest. They're beautiful, the blue sky, white clouds, gold sun, green grass, beautiful water. Yeah, these kids come out here and it's like, you know, it's like raising kids in the Midwest where they go out. They can go out. You'll go to the river, you know, take their dogs out, shoot things, hunt for things, go into creeks, get bit by things that you shouldn't be bit by, you know. You learn consequence, I think, when you do those types of things. You learn consequence and reward of effort, that type of thing, I think. So here's a look back at Ala Moana Beach, Ala Moana Park. Yep. You sit out here with your mother, father, fishing, learn a lot of life lessons from fishing and hunting and all that kind of stuff, I think. Let's do a walk right here. Here, let's start from here. You can see the big planes leaving from, that's the airport right there. Right there, this place right here, that is Kaka'ako Waterfront Park. That's Kaka'ako Farmers Market location right there. That big main street right there is Ward, and this is Ala Moana. So along this whole beach area here, that's Ala Moana. You see that traffic, that's Ala Moana Boulevard. It goes all the way around, turns at the Ilikai by the Royal Hawaiian, turns into Kalakaua, which goes into Waikiki proper. But this road goes all the way to Nimitz, and Nimitz turns into the airport, That's the airport right there. Boy, look at that sun. We'll get up here and do a little walk around. I want to get past these people so we don't bother them. You guys in that green flash. Boy, these are almost perfect waves for this time of day. Not too big, not too crashing. You know, but watch this. Watch this right here, guys. How's this? I'm gonna do this real quick. I need it so I can see this shot. Check this out. Well, around the corner it's not. When they're breaking this small or this height here, that means they're much bigger on the other side. Not like gargantuan, but it'll be a beautiful set of waves, you'll see. I have almost fallen on this so many times because I'm always looking out at the water and I trip over one of these rocks right here. See, look at that set of waves there. Isn't that beautiful? You can't paint this. You can't paint it. You know, if someone paints this, these exact colors, you're like, come on, guys. Be more realistic. That has to be God or someone, whoever you believe is the creator, whether it's a grasshopper or Jesus Christ himself or whoever's up there is sending you a message. I think that things are okay. If they're not now, they're going to be. Maybe not forever, but for a little bit maybe. He's trying to tell you that it's all just stuff. All the things we're upset about, mad about, angry about, it's because someone said something that we put more value in it than what we should have. You know, don't give someone the power to change how you feel about something just because of the way they say it. See how these waves are a little bit cooler?
Betrayed, yeah. But it's so much, it's like
See, look at this. This is where I want to get out. Let's walk out there on these rocks. We may get a little wet today. Oh man, they're breaking so nicely. Look at that. So cool. We probably will get wet, but let's get out there. At least I want to show you this. So this is the sunset. without me getting wet. So let's go look at the wet sunset. Let's see how far we can crash up. Oh, it's coming way up. That is so cool. Let's try this out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here's the, you guys want to see this probably before I get ruined. Here's the Da Lagoon, Magic Island. Looking back at Diamond Head, Waikiki. Yeah, let's get out there before they get down too much. Can I get a picture? Thank you, sir. Dooba dooba doo doo doo. Oh, come on, let's get out to look at that. Yes! Yes! Here we go. Yes! Yeah! This'll do it. This'll do it. I don't want to get in there. I want to go past them. These ladies are doing a photo shoot. Here you go. She's going to get hit here. That is a thick wave there. Nice.
My feet are cramping up.
See these waves here that are a little thicker, that don't break so late? Watch, this will be a good one here. You can, there you go. This will get up higher on the rocks. Oh. Okay, let's get out of her shot there. Here, let me. Yeah, I did. Just knees down, nothing big. Oh, let me start over. Sorry guys, here we go. This will be a good one. That's Star of Honolulu. That's another cargo ship coming in. It's just a beautiful area out here, huh? These are the type of rocks that are very, very deceiving. Some look very grippy, but they're not as much as you would think. Let's try this again. I'm trying to time it so the wave comes at the same time. Here you go. I think this one. I think this one's going to do it. This is not breaking till late. Let's see. Yeah, Magic Island. That one got me. That one got me for sure. Is there water on the lens? Oh, this will be a good one here. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yep. Look at this dude. That's cool. Oh. Yep, it did.
I want to move in.
No, but I need to. I've got an old GoPro, but I need to upgrade it and do some other things with it. There's a Star of Honolulu giving their dinner guests the sunset view. Someone asked, yes, this is the place where all the feral cats are. It's a cool shot, huh? I need to be way down there on those rocks where those girls are enjoying themselves while they're doing their photo shoot. Oh, this will be good. No, didn't give up on YouTube. We just put 2 videos up. But live streaming, I've done test. Live, the YouTube quality is not as good as on Facebook, which is unforgivable. So we will live stream or shoot on Facebook and then upload to YouTube. Those feral cats are down in here usually. Yeah. Thank goodness. Well, that sun is just so banging, right? Isn't it beautiful? I really enjoy watching all the random activity. This guy's paddle boarding, sailboats, commercial fishing, retail fishing, catamarans for the sunset cruise, Star of Honolulu, big cargo ship out there, people surfing, other paddle boarders. I don't know. I mean, they're going to be around for a while. They're not the bulk of them. I think the bulk of them have left. They're going back up through Southern California right now. This time of year is when it's really cool to see them in Southern California, La Jolla, Carlsbad, Oceanside. That's where it's standing right there. See how close it gets. I don't know if it looked that close in the camera, but it's pretty cool. I want to know how deep it is. I want to start diving, I think. I really do. I think I want to start diving again. I don't know how I will get past the not being able to live stream. They do have a live streaming kit where you can dive, but you have to have a pole, so someone on the surface needs to hold the pole so you have the connection coming out. I don't want it to go that far, so I'll just shoot it and record it. But I really want to get back into doing that. I used to do that so much, and I just got bored with it. Yep, it's going behind the clouds now. You know, if you like the smell of the ocean, do you remember when you used to go to the beach as a kid and you would roll down the window when you're like 2-3 miles away and you could smell the ocean or whatever? When the water hits these rocks, it just infuses that smell right up in your schnoz. I love it. No, a GoPro will do it. I'm talking about live streaming. You can't live stream in the you can live stream with the GoPro. You can't live stream under the water in the GoPro. I think you can get like a foot below, but actually the GoPro is not the way to go now. It's a DJI action camera. That camera is way better than not way better. It's significantly better than the GoPro. This is a wide wave here. For the East Kootenays in British Columbia, Canada. You know, it's cool. You see the methodology or the patterns of like a tsunami. Like, watch this wave. The wave comes in, and watch as it goes out. This wave coming in sucks. Look how much it sucks the water out. And just imagine that's just a little 2-foot wave. Imagine being like a 60-foot wave. It just sucks all that energy out and uses it to come back in. That's crazy. Watch, it'll do it again. Pushes it, and then it'll. Oh, I didn't do it. Even the little waves, it pulls out. Oh, this will be a good one. These two are coming in pretty close together. Now watch. Slams and it gets sucked out. This water has already started, because I think because it's so active. That's why I think, I don't know, but this water is so much cleaner looking than in Waikiki, because I think this is so active all the time. You look at the material of water, it's moving all the time, you know, and it doesn't have the sediment that Waikiki has in some of the more shallow water. It can't move that water back and forth like this does here. You see how just like light blue, it's beautiful. Yeah, way out there. It's pretty cool to be standing here, you know, and again, it's kind of like what I said earlier today. It's so easy to let this, take it for granted, not take advantage of it really, but take it for granted, because, yeah, I mean, look at that. That's Diamond Head. That's Rainbow Tower. That's Waikiki Beach. Sometimes you have to pinch yourself and say, you know, that all those things that people are dreaming about is right there, and you're looking at it live. No, don't surf. I'm not opposed to it, just never really got into it. But look at how active those waves are. They're breaking way out here. See that out here? Those guys are surfing right there really well. I can't think of the name of that marina. Dale knows. That's Kaimana Beach. Is that where Wendy was? Kaimana Beach way over there. Obviously Diamond Head, that's an natatorium. Queens Beach, Kuhio Beach, Waikiki Beach. I needed to be right there for that one. Oh, that would have been it. That got me from here. That would have been, that would have wrecked me right there, but that would have been cool. I know. Oh, you guys are having some rains in Nebraska, or some fires in Nebraska? Yeah, hopefully it rains like heck over there. Look at that. I want to get over there. Wow, that got me over here. I want to get over in that, but I know it's going to wipe the camera out. But it'll be a good last shot, won't it? All right. Oh, best one. All right, Sharon. That was pretty cool. I'll make a reel out of that one. You can go there. Those guys are waiting for me. I'm going, man, you can go over there if you want. Get out on those rocks, big boy. I paid my dues. Look at all these mussels and urchins down there. Even these crabs are sitting here still. They're just hanging on, boy. Well, there's one of those cats. Sometimes it's hard to see these cats because they're the same color as the dirt and these rocks. But he's just sitting right there. He's not as fat as the other ones. I came back on, Yasmin. I wasn't on that entire time. I came back on about 5:30 for the 6 o'clock call. Let me kind of show you guys just another little view here. Here's a look back at Ala Moana Beach. Oh, we had better ones earlier. It's impressive how many people come here with and do picnics and bring their own food, or they'll go from Ala Moana Mall is right over there. You could go to their food court, grab some plate lunches, and come over here and enjoy it. If you want to go ultra luxury, they have a Panda Express over there. But I don't know that you want to waste a Panda Express on something over here like in the park. It's more of a celebratory meal. Aloha Kiwi Queen. Aloha Peggy. There's a number of ladies who do that, Sandy. But yeah, I've seen them like the last several times we've been out here. I think we've seen them. I think it's so cool they do that. I think it's more than just a few people. I think it's quite a few people. They'll do. What do you think? They'll put out water bottles and dishes that will catch rainwater or mist. I mean, in an ideal world, all the cats would be in a wonderful, warm, dry home and get 3 square meals a day. But as far as cats go, they don't live a horrible life out here for sure. Remember that lady was telling us they capture them, they cage them, and they either spay or neuter them and let them come back out here because this is, I don't know if that's where they feel the cats want to be, or they just can't home them, house them because there's so many of them. I'm not sure what the rationale is. This shot right here I'm going to show you is a really cool shot if you get it about an hour from now. Right here, watch. With the sun right back behind the lifeguard shack like that. Boy, those waves are breaking now, man. Oh, I wish I was over there. I want to come over here and get a case for my phone and just stand there and catch those waves a few times. I just think that'd be a cool shot. I know it'd be a cool shot because I've caught it not on purpose. Getting hammered by a wave just comes up and just gets you. Boy, Waikiki is livened up. It's woken up. Sun's down. People are going to dinner, to shows, getting off the beach, coming in from their dinner or going out to their dinner cruises. There's the Pink Sails catamaran right there.
Oh, girl, don't even show me. We're by the lagoon.
See, look at all of this. This is actually more so than you normally see, but all those branches and aloha, Colleen and Megan. I want to know who's barbecuing. That's who I want to go find. Whoever's barbecuing is killing it. It smells like it's fish and chicken or fish and pork or ribs or something. Look back at Waikiki and Diamond Head, Rainbow Tower, Waikiki Beach, catamarans coming in. No, I think it's late. I think it's evening. I'm not sure. She'll have to tell us. Oh, look, there's a ferret just went, or a mongoose rather. There are thousands of mongoose out here. No, the cats. They'll kill the mongoose, but the cats they do a better treatment too. And you know what's funny is I've seen cats out here, and I don't know why it's actually I probably shouldn't say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. But cats will go to the bathroom and bury it. I've seen them out here a few times. They just walk over to wherever the dirt is. They scratch the dirt. They walk over. They do their biz nasty, turn around, cover it up, and they walk along. You would think that because they're not domesticated that they wouldn't be that aware of the fact that they're doing that and they need to cover it up. But sure enough, I've seen more do it than not. As a matter of fact, I've never seen one go to the bathroom and not scratch and cover it up. Yeah. Boy, the weather sure has changed. You can kind of see how, I like how the lights are all lit up and the buildings and stuff like that. You know, it just shows you a different part of Oahu. I know that people say Waikiki and Honolulu is just a concrete jungle. It kind of is, but it's surrounded by paradise. you know, I think. Oh, really? Cats just do that naturally? Like, well, obviously they do. I didn't know that they would do that. I thought they do it when they just smelled a litter box, but they do it out here on the regular grass. Yeah, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday night. Friday, Saturday night, it's a little bit more, a little busier. You know, families get off of work, they bring their families out here for camping and, you know, barbecues and things like that. There's, you can see someone left a bunch of food for that cat right there. He's going to eat however much he wants, and then there's a bunch of cat food right there. He probably has a baby mongoose on his mind as opposed to kibble. He's like, man, show me that that mongoose mama who's there's two of them. Someone's put out food for these cats tonight. See right there at the base. That cat looks a little no, that's his tail. That cat looks fat, man. I thought that was his stomach, but his tail was wrapped around, made it look like it was a shadow. That's the one thing that's kind of redeeming, really, to see these cats out here, that they're just so fat. That one right there. You know, they're not, I mean, it would be sad if they were scrawny and bony and starving and, you know. And they look pretty complacent, don't they? Oh, you screenshot them? Oh, let me know. I'll show you. I'll hold it still. Give you a better clip next time. They have unlimited food out here. So do those mongoose. They eat those mussels and sea urchins and dead fish and bait that these guys, a lot of these guys will clean their fish out here on the water and throw the guts over here. And those cats, I mean, that's as good as it gets, man. Or the fish will die and they get in these little rocks here. I know it sounds gross, but that's better eating than a lot of cats get. You know, that's as fresh, raw, high protein fish that they can get. The only thing they're probably lacking, you would think, would be clean water, but that's not the case, because those around the bathrooms, those showers, a lot of times they'll put those little cups there and they'll catch the water, or there's enough water there for them to lick, you know. Look at this beautiful sky. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at that. I think that's beautiful. Actually, I want to do a clip for that. Let me go back here and do this the right way. I think that color and those people in those canoes is really pretty cool.
About 400 pounds.
All right. I want to wait for this guy to get out of the way there so I don't press him. That gentleman right there. Oh, they get all the clean water. Those showers. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, not just marble.
No, I'm talking to these guys. Yeah.
Probably going in the water.
Yeah, exactly. This guy thought I was talking to him. Yeah, they have all the clean water they want. Okay, here you go. Actually, I need to start before. Sorry, guys. Let me put my hand here. Okay, here we go. Now this guy's gotten the shot. Boom. That's it. Aloha, Kitty. Kitty Flynn.
Some more spread. I don't know where. Maybe Philippines or something. Caleb.
Here, let me do this. Yeah, I keep saying it. It's probably tired of hearing it. You probably guys are probably tired of hearing it. You cannot paint this picture with those colors. It looks ridiculous. People would say, "Oh my gosh." Tone it down. And that sucker barracuda isn't over here either. We've seen his babies, or his little nephews and nieces, or sons and daughters, but we haven't seen that big one. We did see. How many of you guys remember the one we saw over by Star of Honolulu, and that big yellow eel? Remember we saw that cool eel? That big old barracuda? That's the size of the barracuda that's over here. Yeah, he was huge. Not as big as the ones I saw with my girlfriend in Chichen Itzu. Those were like 4 foot, 5 foot long, big. I couldn't put my hand around the side of one of them. This is the Waikiki Yacht Club here on the right hand side. I think you have to be a member to go in the bar, but if not, we should find that out one day. She said she'll let me go in there. But it's a nice little bar. What's cool about it is it's a bar area, but on the back side over here, they have an open patio where they have like open barbecue, or like a cooking barbecue, like a barbecue grill. And they cook there on the back side of that. And it smells so good. And I don't know if that's just for members or not. But here's the entrance right here. Waikiki Yacht Club. And then right through there is the bar. And the view is beautiful because you look right out there on the beautiful boats and the marina. But then you come around here, and these suckers are flat cooking food, boy. Oh my gosh, you can smell it now. See that? What are you boys doing back there? And why aren't we invited? There's a big old table of people having food. I'm glad we came over here for the sunset instead of Waikiki Beach. This is kind of breaks it up a little bit, you know. This is Ala Moana Boulevard. Well, that sunset doesn't want to quit, does it? It's saying, I don't know where you're going, I'm not done yet. Look at all that debris. How many of you knew that used to be, these two towers used to be Kaiser Permanente Hospital before they converted it? Excuse me. Yeah, it's Prince Hotel. These two towers here and here. They used to be owned by Henry Kaiser, hence the name Kaiser Permanente. He also owned Hawaii. He built Hawaii Kai. He built Magic Island. He used to own Hilton Hawaiian Village before it was, when it was just called Hawaiian Village. I just want to show you this tree. Isn't this tree beautiful? I don't think, yeah, it's real. I didn't think it was. I should have probably pulled that off. Wish you could see how pink it is. It's super, super pink. Wait, is that real? I don't know if that's real or not. If it's fake, that's the best fake I've ever felt. Can't tell. Equus Hotel right there. This is Hobron neighborhood. Hobron's right through there. That's Hobron Street. It's dark now, so you may not recognize it, but this is the road that goes to Chart House, Red Lobster, that's Sao Paulo Pizza Place, Harbor Pub around the corner, and Hobron neighborhood is right in there. Ilikai's right here. You can't see it, it's in the dark really. Oh yeah, you know, that may be what it was. I may have been silk because I just rolled it like that and it tore up. Sometimes when I pass people up, I'm going, man, are they walking slow or am I walking fast? That's Hobron. I love that little neighborhood right there. Then there will be people say, are you on a scooter? Are you on a bike? Or one of those... You know, those one wheels. That's Hobron right there. One big block goes to Kalakaua, goes in right there into Waikiki.
So much better now with your knife.
10,000 of my steps. Sure. This is one of the popular Waikiki trolley stops and pickups. I'm not really sure why, because it's in between. Oh, maybe it's the people from Ilikai coming here to go elsewhere. Maybe that's what it is. There's an Ilikai Empire Steakhouse right up there. Famous sign. I'll do what? What will I do? Oh yeah, Yasmin. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, remember when you didn't bring that coffee to me, Wendy? I'll tell you what. You buy me a Starbucks, I'll carry your package. What are we carrying back? Another one of those big old flats of water again, you freak? A giant bagel? No, that was the logo for the Waikikian. It looks like a big bagel, doesn't it? Nothing's better than Starbucks. Pink line going to Ala Moana, probably the last pickup. Well, maybe not. It's only 7:20. I see you too, Gidget Long. Island country.
Did you take a picture for us? Picture? What happened? Did you take a picture of you? Yep, my wife.
That's nice. He's there with his wife and daughter. He wants a picture taken. Isn't it amazing how Wendy can talk herself out of getting a favor done for her? It's amazing to me. I'm going to see this mom and baby duck, see if she's got them under her.
I saw this little thing.
She will stand out because she's all white. They're not there anymore. Hopefully they're in the area around here. What's up, fella? Where's the white mama with all of her babies? I don't want to mess with her. There's a Rainbow Tower. Huh. You got to let me know in about 60 seconds if I'm going that way, because I'm going to put my mind into something else there, Waikiki. Wendy Silva. You owe me a Starbucks, and I'll carry back your package. But you got to let me know what it is. Is it probably 2 of those pallets of water or something? Yeah, I saw them on the way out here. We stopped by and saw them. The mom was up on a little rock and they were all down on the bottom, kind of sleeping. See you later, Kiwi Queen. Thank you again for your talent and sharing it with the group. Turns out I have 3 bags now. I thought I only had 2. There's 3. It's a Ritz-Carlton right there. One is pretty specific. You have to have a propensity towards plants, but that's okay. I'm sure we'll find someone. You're welcome, kitty. Happy to do it. I needed to round out my 24,000 steps today. Yeah, for sure, Mickey. It's not just watching where to go, it's all the people who are on here, because there's some people that are very, very informed about Hawaii, not just Oahu, and there's some that are just brand new. Some are just coming in a week, some just left a week ago, and some have never been here before. So you can ask questions and get all variety of questions and answers and input and that type of thing. I found it in the bag. Found it in the bag that the Kiwi Nightmare, or Kiwi Queen, the Kiwi Queen gave me. I probably shouldn't have said that. It's the bag that Allison made for Wendy. So yeah, forget I said I had a 3rd bag. I was going to pretend I was going to give hers away. I still might, but I don't want to confuse everybody. Wendy's going to have to do some apologizing to get it, with a Starbucks in her hand. Yeah, it's an Allison bag. Well, thank you, Gidget. I really want to get out to Lanikai Beach, out to North Shore. And each time I'm ready to go, there's like a delay or a week or so I need to go. And now I'm not sure if we want to go, because it'll be really bad. You know, the water's not that great. The people that live there need all the access to the roads they can possibly get, you know. And I promise you, man, if they do with that Waimea Bay retaining wall, which I think they're going to do, I really don't think they're going to be able to segregate that wall reconstruction to one lane. Maybe they can, maybe they can't, but if they do it, they just can't. It's going to be impossible. And in order for them to do it right, they're going to have to cut out that asphalt, dig all the way underneath it, put retaining concrete in there, build it back, and lay that asphalt again. And just think about that. If you guys are familiar, so on King K Highway from Waimea Falls to about half a mile back, everybody who lives on this end is going to have to go that way. Everybody who lives on this side is going to have to go that way, or actually this way. It's going to be a nightmare, and it's not going to take a week to get that done. It's going to take a little bit of time. And I hope I'm wrong about all of that, but I don't think I am. But that's really just a snippet of what needs to happen. Those roads have been having water underneath them for years and years and years and years and years. And they're just waiting to get sucked down. And man, Maui's way worse. They have roads like that, but dozens of them.
Walking across, I'm like, dude, I can't keep up with this.
No, it's a 724. Actually, I have 728. You're welcome, guys. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys like and share. That's the best way you can thank me. Man, guys, I'm working on something that I've actually done some tests with. I'll just tell you guys about it since there's not that many of you on here. If you're not familiar with ChatGPT or any long language or an AI software, I know you probably get told all the time by your kids, you really need to learn this. I'm telling you, you really need to learn it. Get ChatGPT or Grok or Perplexity, Genesis, anything. But ChatGPT, I've tested a few times. You can hook it up to Google Flights and tell Google Flights through ChatGPT, or actually it's the other way around. Tell ChatGPT, say, I want to go, I'll just make this up, I want to fly from New York to Honolulu. And if you have to go on specific dates, which a lot of times you don't have to, but you can say, I need to go, I'm totally making these numbers up, I need to go sometime in August for 10 days. What's the best rate? They'll do a prompt where they'll build a prompt for you that it will tell you it's $1,000. And you say, just keep finding me the best deal, and they'll keep telling you if you go 2 days this way or 2 days that way or 1 day this way or 1 day that way, and it will save you. And I've seen so many of that model cut the rate down from it was like a $1,500 ticket down to $290. There's others that I just go in there, keep making up places to go, fly out of and fly into, and the dates. And if you're flexible with your dates, that helps you out a lot too. But once I find out exactly, that's bulletproof, then I'll tell you guys more about it. But that's kind of a rough. If you're familiar with ChatGPT, just try and give that a shot. Just ask it, say, hey, how can I get the best flights through Google Flight?
You lose it, boy.
And I'll tell you. And you can get it, for those of you who know, you can get it to where, once you start writing for it, it's not scary, but it's enlightening, because there will be things that I didn't talk to that ChatGPT about for months, like 6 months, and they'll just bring it up. They'll say, well, you did this, this, and this, and here's the thing you want to do, because I'll go, how did you remember that? And that just, whether you think it's scary or you don't want to do it or you don't want to participate, the bottom line is you're going to have to. It's like the internet was, in 94, 92, 93, 94, you're going, oh, I'm not going to do that, or that newfangled whatever, and now it's an intimate part of your life. That's what ChatGPT and AI is going to be like. And if you think what we have is advanced now, I don't know any of this, but word on the street is the version of the ChatGPT and Grok and all that we have now is what the true developers, the true engineers had like 15 years ago, 12 years ago. So the version that they have is way, way advanced. And it does proactive thinking and proactive thought and that type of thing. So who knows? Yeah, there's a Starbucks right back there. But I'm going to go on strike until Wendy Silva brings me the one she owes me.
We'll plan something.
We'll plan. We'll go through all the pictures.
Kalakaua. That's the street we came off of. That's Alamoana Boulevard. That green light way, way, way down there. You can't probably see it. It's Alamoana Boulevard, Kalakaua. I'm gonna walk over here and I may get an Aloha melt. Thinking that may be the right idea right now. That's Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center. 1 building, 2 buildings, 3 buildings, 4. I kept saying 3 buildings the other day. I don't know why I keep saying that. Look at that Hermes building. Those 3 floors, all of Hermes. Gucci's going to be that way. Bottega Veneta. It's good to see people out and about. You know, for the last week, it's been people just scurrying to get in and out of places because it's been raining so much. Let's just see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad. How far is the mall? The Ala Moana Mall, it's just where we came from. It's about a 20-minute walk. It's Waikiki Shopping Plaza. Downstairs is the Asian Food Mart. Oh man, I feel like maybe some ramen. Royal Lobster is right down there. Let's go over here and look. Royal Lobster is right down here. Downstairs there's a food court with some really good places. This is Maguro Brothers. Look at that. Every day. Karadia right there. And there's Royal Lobster right down there. This is the Korean barbecue place. And look, Sandy. No. On a neon moon. These guys sing at Hilton Hawaiian Village, and this dude up here, this Filipino, he can sing his face off, man. There's a Filipino lady or young lady who sings with them, and Sandy, you may know who it is. She's about that big around, and her voice will rip the paint off a wall. She sings like Mustang Sally, like she has acid in her throat. Mustang Sally, won't you be your love? No, down, it's out right there. That's being about town. All that is gone from here all the way down there. That's the DFS store. But the new duty-free store is coming in, and I don't know how much. I mean, man, if it were me, I don't think I would change it. I would leave it the way it was because it's only been there, what, a year and a half, 2 years? And it's beautiful. People go in there, and it's beautifully laid out. It'd be a shame if they came in and spent a couple $100,000 doing a review or a remodel, unless they're very brand specific, you know what I mean? You're welcome, Sandy. I knew you'd like that. Kind of look around the old haunt. There's a famous Italian place with a 308 GTSI Ferrari. And this is they actually moved this around a little bit. This is the Honolulu Skewer Company, or Skewer House. Wendy's been here a number of times, but it's delicious. And it's not that expensive either for what you get. They have, oh man, look at that pork belly. God, Lord. Chicken popcorn, house. Oh, see this house beef stew? I've not had it, but Wendy swears by it. Those aren't they look like bao buns, but they're not. They're what are they called? They're like, are they Oh, I can't think of the name of it. They're chicken something, but it's like a Korean sandwich or something. What else do we have here? Oh, beef tongue, brisket, skewers. They have beef tongue, beef tendon. Oh my goodness! Look at that, Diane. Brisket, beef tongue, beef backstrap, lamb, pork jowl. Ooh, that would be good. That's like hamachikama. Hamachikama, but not, instead of a fish, it's a pig. Pork loin. Oh my goodness! But they're mostly skewers, though. But they also have like big, you know, bigger plates. Kung Fu burger. What is that? Yeah, those guys at Hilton White. There's two Filipino groups. That's one of them, but the other one that's it's all males. There's only males there, but that group sings there quite often. They're very, very good as well. Oh yeah, they have. I'm sure they do, but it's here. Let's look at that. Let me show you this.
Daddy!
That right there. That right there is the stew I was telling you about. House stew. She, Wendy, swears by it. It's like $13.99. Oh look. Oh, live lobster or live oyster. I thought it was beef liver. Pork intestine, kidney, jowl, paw, chicken paw. That's what that is. All right, I'm going to sign off before Wendy finds out I'm over here. She's going to come over here and try and sucker me out of a meal of some sort. All right, guys, that was a pretty good stream. We went and saw a cool walk over there to Magic Island. Beautiful sunset. There's Aloha Amigo. That's McDonald's right there. All right, guys, 4 L's. Let's do it. 4 L's. Hopefully you laughed, learned, loved, liked the stream. One more for that beautiful wingless angel, Lucille. Like and share the stream. If you didn't like it, if you have not liked it with a like, that's free, man. That's paying the bartender. That's the least thing you can do. Just take your cursor up to that little thumbs up, like it. Share it if you can, but like it for sure. We should have thousands of likes on all these videos. But don't let me shame you. If this is your first stream, hopefully it's not your last. If it's your last, you're missing out on a whole bunch of cool stuff later on. And know that I love and appreciate every second, every minute. Well, you know what I mean.